Hello, welcome to the fourth dimension. Maria here. Today I'm reading for the sign of Virgo. Virgo. I feel like a lot of you are dealing with some water signs, specifically a Cancer. It's an emotional storm coming up. This one popped into the reverse. Is that the one? I thought I saw these 5. Okay, hang on. I'm just going to peek. Somebody can't release you. They're going through an ego death because you put up boundaries and you're refusing a new beginning. They're feeling broken. They're going through karma and they're having a realization. An epiphany is happening. What did you do to this person, Virgo? I feel like this is a good thing. Believe it or not, there's a lot of negative energy. Let me just show you right there. You can see all that. This is the cards as they come out. And I try not to do this because you can't see. Can't see everything. I feel weird leaning down here. I don't know why I'm whispering. Maybe you're very calm and you're very peaceful. I feel like your energy of just being quiet and having a conflict or a conversation with this person kind of awoke them. Like you weren't combative or disagreeing. You're just like, no, thank you. I choose me. This person's sitting in a lot of pain. They're withdrawing from, I feel like very much the Tower and the Hermit are in this withdrawing card with the reverse pride, this ego death. They're going through an ego death. They're putting in a perspective. They're seeing that you may be better off without them, and that the realization and their loyalty are also in the reverse. So, or the twin flame and their loyalty is in reverse. So I feel like they're waking up, or you're waking up to the fact that they don't want to be a twin flame, or they are considered a twin flame and somebody's resisting this, or they have historically. And the loyalty is what they've been challenged with throughout this relationship, is being loyal. That's it. That's the majority of your energy. I'm being kind of told to stop there. And the reason why I put it back up here is the guy who does my IT work. He's like, could you try to get the frame correct, Maria? I'm like, I don't know. I just work here. But there is a distance and there is some possible addictions, but the mask is coming off. I feel this person has rejected maybe, or resisted the concept or the idea or the conversation about twin flame, soulmate. They don't like it. I feel like though they're going through a hermit phase. They're going through a Tower, and their ego death is identifying the shit they've said to you. And I can't help but like, it's very, very potent. The things that they've said they can't take back, and they're hoping you forgive them. They live in a fantasy for sure. They think of you all the time. Whenever they have a minute, I feel like this person was butthurt and seriously full of distress and anger when you first withdrew your energy from this person, your attention, your affection, and they were resentful. And now they're coming out of it. They're having a different perspective, right? They're sitting in a lot of pain. But it's them, and they're also trying to release this pain. That's the pain I'm feeling, is that it was self-created. They created their own pain by being resistant to this relationship and not seeing your perspective. And now I feel like they're sitting in karma. That's how they feel. They're having a realization that the universe is correct, and the reason why they can't manifest, and the reason why they're having problems and challenges and financial woes and like I see problems with their relationships with their kids or family, it's just constant stress, is because of they're not living a life of transparency and authenticity with themselves as well as with you and others. You, I feel, have shown up for this person. You have consistently been there for this person, and they can look back and see that you were energetically tied to their most of the happiness they've had, at least stability. Let's go there. But now I feel like this person's withdrawing their energy, or they're afraid that you have taken it away forever. And they're stuck in a feeling of loss, hopelessness, sad realization that you were serious. They're feeling a bit sad that their inability, like they are recognizing all the game they did, and the lack of loyalty they had towards you. I feel like backstabbing, bad mouthing, creating conflict, like talking crap about you to other people, to distance their connection with you. You know, it's like this person has a lot of remorse over the actions they've had with you. In this, like they felt, I think originally they thought this was a game and they were winning. They could cheat on you. You wouldn't know. You did know. I'm going to keep it. You knew. I feel like you didn't care. I'm being real. Like I think maybe not care, but it wasn't a closed relationship, right? But there was something about this person specifically with you. I think your shine and your innocence or naivete made them feel superior, like they were getting away with something, even though I feel like you kind of knew they weren't, you know, loyal, but I don't think it was considered a closed relationship when you first met them. As this progressed, you showed up for this person consistently, emotionally, energetically. Your loyalty was this person. You were investing in this person. Somewhere the energy shifted, I feel, and they didn't shift. They took advantage of it. And then when you said that's enough, I'm pulling back because you're recognizing you're the only one investing in this thing. The realization, I think originally was like, shame on you. Who are you to pull energy back on me? Total ego, get back, cheating on you more, even though they're not together, right? Kind of the vibe, a lot of drinking, a lot of partying. And now sitting quietly after a lot of karma has hit them, in a space of reflection and realization and awakening, epiphany, tower. Like I just see a lot of towers happening in this person's life, trying to get this, and it's like quiet messages, kind of like you kind of gave them nuggets, like little nuggets to help this person wake up out of their dense fog of effery, let's say that. And I feel like they're finally coming to understand who you are to them. I feel like they fantasize about you, if you know what I'm saying. And I feel like they also think about you long term. I feel like this person's trying to heal. I feel like they feel like this is unrepairable. And if it is repairable, that you won't give them another chance. Like you might be able to repair the relationship or the friendship, but this is done. Like that's how I feel, is this person didn't have any boundaries at all. And that you also realized that they didn't have any loyalty to you or this relationship. It was completely disrespectful, this energy. Completely disrespectful. At least that's how the energy I feel. Now, that being said, during this awakening, I feel like with this person waking up, the mask is falling off. They're becoming aware of their behavior. And even underneath the behavior, what's motivating them to lash out and run away and sabotage relationships they're in. That's kind of the energy I'm feeling off these cards. They're being dishonest or had been dishonest. They're now facing that alone, and they're remembering the things they said to you. And it's an ego death. So before it was like, I can because I can. This is I can screw around because she lets me or he lets me. Nobody, you know, what are you gonna do about it? Don't be with me then if you don't. I am who I am, and I can because I can. That's this feeling in the past. With the ego death, I feel happening, and the pain that this person is feeling, I feel like they're coming through a realization, or they're struggling a bit with the realization that they created this pain themselves. I think this is a victim mentality. This person that you struggle or that you were in a relationship with had a victim sense to them, as the world shit on them on a routine basis, and poor me, the martyr. And this is, I feel, transitioning into a seeing their own side of the street and just taking the broom and dealing with it on their end. And they held no harm or foul towards anything you've done. Let's put it that. Even if you did have a reaction, where historically, because I keep seeing you guys fighting, and then they throw the fact that you said something in the middle of a fight at you, even though you're in the middle of a fight, like you throw the first rock, I retaliate, and you're yelling at me for retaliating? Are you crazy? Like that's the vibe I get. So this person is recognizing why they threw the first rock, what was motivating them to throw them and push you away and sabotage this relationship. And historically, they'd make a fight about your reaction, and now they're not even they don't even see they don't see you have any fault to do with this at all. They're taking full ownership of this. That's what's going on with the energy. That's a lot. So this, I feel like it might be the retrograde. happening with a lot of folks. The people that are waking up are going to wake up, and they are. I feel like this is, I don't know. It's almost, what is this? It's boundaries, lack of boundaries. Yeah, lack of boundaries and not loyal. This person, yeah, has had a history. They're a runner. They're a runner chaser. They're resistant to change. Your person lives in a fantasy world of somebody rescuing them. This could be a man. If I'm reading and you're a female, this could be your partner going through this. It could be a female. I see a couple of women going through some addiction treatment somehow. I got an Emperor, a ten of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. There you go. So I have, like, this person has a definite problem with work. He's a workaholic or she's a workaholic just because the Emperor's here. They're trying to run their own game and they're trying to get out of debt. I feel like this person has a false sense of pride and ego from providing. This is a provider. And a provider doesn't necessarily, it can be a good thing. A lot of women on the that are watching are like, oh man, I wish my guys were like, yeah, Mar, like we're okay with him being a provider, but not at the cost, at the relationship, the world. It has to end. This is a total imbalance. It's a Seven of Swords, but I got it in the reverse. So it's a deceit and lying and fear. And this person has consistently tried to fix and be the mule for everybody else. This person was raised with the idea that you need to provide. And I feel like this person would have had maybe several different moms, not only their moms raising them, a grandparent, an older sibling being a mom, and their mom, but they also, because of their inability to accept self and their just horrifically, hunger for attention, has a couple of kids, I feel, outside with multiple people. So this person chases down the relationship. They keep seeking approval over and over and over. So that people pleaser in them, what we call people pleaser, and I call attention seeker, approval seeker. They're constantly looking for validation and approval out of other things, has now carried the backpack and burden of the financial stability of other families, previous exes with their kids, and their kids are grown or getting grown. So that's kind of the vibe I get, is this Emperor is trying to carry everything. You are their Ten of Cups. They recognize that, but they also historically have not given you what your due diligence. They've not given you your flowers. They haven't given you credit. They haven't given you respect. They've totally mishandled and fumbled this relationship every single time. Every single time. Every time. Virgo, there's a lot of pain here. This person, I got a Death card here, is in debt from that. They're consistently just selfish and unfair. They don't care about fair. And quite honestly, we are raised to think the world should be fair, and it isn't. This is an imbalance. What unfair means, it's an imbalanced relationship. And there's power dynamics. So this is a controlling individual with the Emperor card, and he's going to control his happiness on his own narrative, his, hers, it doesn't matter. And this is historically cake and eat it too kind of vibe. And it was imbalanced. The Six of Pentacles is, I have more than enough to give. I have everything I could give anybody, more than enough. And it could, like, I'm dripping with opulence. Even if they have $30 in their bank account, they would manipulate it to be spent strategically and spend it correctly to get the most bang out of the $30. So they might go to an ex and say, buy the kid a pair of shoes. I know it's $30, you know what I'm saying, $300, make it whatever. They'd go and they'd use that, the few pennies they have to seek approval from the person they're needing approval from, right? Am I making sense? So that's the energy. So they may not have any money because they consistently give it away to find balance in themselves and validation for themselves. And they're like, they just are imbalanced. This is kind of long, and I'm sorry. The Death card with the reverse Hierophant, and the reverse Two of Wands with the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So this person's facing growth, right? They recognize their mistakes. They're sitting in a place with the Hierophant in reverse. It's like mistakes coming forward. They see their foolish activities, the waste of time, the waste of energy, the fact that it didn't produce anything but more pain. They're feeling a bit vulnerable, and it's quite unorthodox for this person because they're consistently egotistical and kind of characteristically cocky. I would say beyond confident. Confident is like, you're doing okay and you're good at your job or whatever. This person is like, I'm the shit. I can treat you like shit because I am the shit. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cuss, but that's kind of the vibe. So I have the Two of Wands in the reverse is this person's withdrawn. Like, I feel like they're manipulating time. They're using time as their tool and feeling like if I back away from this person long enough, maybe time will fix this. And it's almost like it's unrealistic. The healing is going to occur on its own. And they're resistant with the two in the reverse, stuck, can't make a decision. And the Two of Wands is a major decision. It's, do I go to Korea or do I go to Kansas? It's like forever change, like whatever trajectory or path they choose, by default, they're not choosing this path. This person's stuck. They want both. I don't know if I want to be single. I don't know if I want to be committed. I don't know if I want to be committed or committed to one person, right? This person's going through a lot. I feel like some of the emotional storm I feel and the confliction I feel with the choices is I might be reading for a same-sex relationship. That's some of the vibe I get. And you're dealing with somebody who is yet to fully embrace that. I feel like they have been stuck and they can't release. They're struggling to release the pain that they have of this back and forth energy of should I stay? Should I go? Do I belong? I don't feel like I belong in this party. Like it's a party and I haven't been invited. I can't sneak in the back door. How am I going to be accepted? That kind of vibe. So they're struggling a little bit with their own sexuality. For a handful of you, not everybody. I feel like their karma is from lying about you. If you are a same-sex party, or if you're a female dating a male who's struggling with their sexuality, even that population, that male is currently going through a realization of what the hell is happening, and they're struggling with the idea of karma, meaning they've hurt a lot of people trying to figure shit out because they haven't been honest with themselves. They've been using, drinking, heavy on the drinking, possible pills, maybe some other substances. I think they have a problem with partners, multiple pull to way too many partners. And this is not somebody who is safe. Sorry, this is not a safe individual. So I'd be very cautious about crawling into a situation. You know what I'm saying? Unprotected. Be guarded. All right, I feel like this person's trying to get a clear headspace currently. And Virgo, I gotta be honest, I feel like there's some changes going on, and the distance is a real thing. So the distance is not only a physical distance, but an energetic distance regarding you two. Empress in the reverse. So this person has dependency issues. And again, reverse the energy. You might be a male dealing with a female at a distance who also is struggling with addiction and their sexuality. That is like a real message here. Rewatch the video because that's the same. This is your message then. And this person's struggling with withdrawal. I feel like they're struggling with the ego death. They're trying hard to not use substances as much as they do, but they are relying on them. And I feel like if they're not in a hermit mode, several of you, your partners are, but many of them are going into the hermit mode. And I feel like it's maybe treatment. Maybe they went to treatment. Judgment was called, yeah. So the Empress in the reverse is lack of inspiration, lack of concentration, like the heart fog, mind fog, heart fog, due to pain. The Judgment is the divine intervention, intercessory prayer even. I heard that. So somebody might be praying for this person heavily. I hear a church singing. So there might be somebody sitting in the seat for this person because they're really concerned, because they're like declining fast mentally. Judgment is like the divine stepping in and stopping the mess. They're just saying, okay, we're going to put the brakes on this. That one wants to hide. It's the Knight of Wands. So this is somebody who I feel is going to come out of this finding their courage and be passionate about a new beginning. The awakening is occurring, like the waking up for sure. And they may come out of this situation with a different energy. Like you may not recognize this person when you see them. They're going to look different when they come out of this hermit stage. They are different. They had a divine intervention which created an awakening. Yeah, the world in reverse. They're going to want to come back and have a conversation about undoing the distance and reconciliation. But I also feel like they have failed you. This is what the world means in the reverse, is I failed at it. It's empty. Grief for the missed opportunity. This person's motivated with the paired with the Knight of Wands, is this person may rush in and try to save this relationship because they screwed it up and they missed this opportunity. Whether this is an actual missed opportunity, which it might be. Virgo, this person also, for maybe the 2 or 3 that are watching, this Emperor might have been in their cups, in their addictions, in their running and chasing, all sorts of energies other than yours. And then when you pressed for understanding of what you're doing here, where you're going here, kind of a blueprint of where we're taking this, and you knew all of this. This is not new information. Libra, come on. Or excuse me, Virgo. My apologies, Virgo. I feel like this, maybe you're dealing with Libra, but I feel like you have been awake this whole time. You are very clear on who this energy is. This person, I feel, thinks you're stupid, or at least did, and they were getting one over on you. When you put the boundary down and say, you know what, I'm done playing, so I'm just going to like you're playing poker, I'm going to just throw my ace out. Here we go. We're going to do that. And I think it shocked them. I think you're like, I'm done. I'm not going to play this game with you anymore. I'm done playing cards. I'm done. Because you're not in it to win it. You're just in it to dick around. And I don't know why I'm cussing so much, but that kind of is the vibe I have, is like, I'm done. And so this person is looking at that opportunity as a completely missed one, and they're going to rush in and have a conversation. I think they don't know that you know everything until now. They might be watching this video and they'd be like, oh, damn. Okay. This person knew the whole time. You're like, man, there they go, having a conversation. They're going to come in and I want to have a new beginning. And it is, the time is right. I feel like they have gone through an awakening of some form, having an ego death. They want to have prosperity with you. It might be about financial, so be very careful. You have to use your intuition. The Sun in reverse, they are miserable. They are absolutely miserable, and they're going to rush in, but they don't feel. Couple things. One is, I don't think that they're going to feel you're going to invest in them, number one. Number two is, I feel like they've lost a lot financially in this mess, and through the karma and bills and possibly court fees and possibly retro on the child support and all the things and the stuff that takes their money away. And they can watch their inheritance or their funds, their big nest egg come down to a small little pebble. That's kind of the vibe. And the realization is this had to stop. It's karma, right? That's what this is. So the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse is maybe coming after your money. So be careful. And I'm going to say it again, especially this is a soulmate twin flame, is when you attach yourself and you're out of this, you're completely free of all this energy, Virgo. This isn't touching you. So, but if you jump back into this, you're going to attach yourself to their karma and you're going to be a part of it, whether you like to be or not. You're going to have to deal with the reverse Empress who's needy and the drama. And you might be like, bring it. I love this person. Fair enough. I just feel like I need to just share all the messages I'm getting. Anything else for Virgo? The person might be sick. They're dealing with health issues, family. Somebody might have passed away. I hear a funeral. I hear like the music at a funeral. Some of the songs we used to sing. I have the 8 of Swords. This person's high anxiety, and it's all themselves. There's nobody else on this card. It's all self-imposed anxiety and fear. It's doubt. Doubt you're going to accept them back. Doubt that this is going to become fruitful. Anything else for Virgo? I have the King of Cups. That's who's coming in to talk to you. I feel, what, female or male, doesn't matter. I have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. This person may come up aggressive, dramatic. I feel like there is probably a strategy behind this, but they're wanting to show up as generous. They might even have a gift, and they're trying to show up as balanced. But underneath that exterior smile, just be aware that they're upset and they're hurt and they're still fearful. Like, I hear like extreme fear, but that's why, is that they're just afraid of rejection. I have the five of wands in the reverse is, you know, passive, scattered, desire. It's complex. There might be other people involved, but the word that really stands out to me with the negative or the reverse five of wands is trickery, meaning it's obscurity. They're not telling you the whole story. They're withholding. You're not asking the right questions. So they're not lying if you don't ask the right questions. So that's kind of the feeling I have. Tell me more. 9 of swords. So they're coming like extreme anxiety, fear. This is just, they're in a tough spot. I feel like they can't go forward. They're arrogant. They're currently in that hermit mode, or they're going to go into it. And maybe you're going to have a conversation that's going to trigger them to go into the hermit mode. Like, I'm not putting up with this anymore. You're not as smart as you think you are. Like, sit your butt down. I have the Magician. Tell me more about the Magician. Ooh, Virgo. So I have the Magician and the High Priestess. Anything else about this? With the Ten of Swords and the Devil. Okay, I am confirmed. They're afraid, due to their fear of not being successful in this relationship. Virgo, you have somebody doing magic on you. You have somebody doing spell work, incantation to undeath this thing. So you got that going for you. I feel you may not know it. I feel like if you can't get this person off your mind, maybe I feel like it's been a while too. If you found out this person was cheating, lying in a third party, has a family, like there's a lot high level effery happening here, deception. And they feel like they've been like strategically like a snake, maneuvering around the lies and trying to, like, they feel like they're getting away with something and controlling the narrative, where you're like, I'm not really invested in this. But since you've left, and if you now find that you're having a high level of energy associated with this person and you can't detach, and you're like, Maria, I don't understand. That's why. If somebody's trying to do it like an attachment spell to you, and they're trying to get you stuck, right? That's the vibe. So just know you are protected, safe. Nobody can hurt you. Release this person when you feel their energy and you don't want it, it's not warranted. Say a prayer and say, thank you, universe, for allowing me to have the opportunity to learn from this. I appreciate it, and I'm going to reject it, right? We hear send back to sender, return to sender, but you could just say, I'm going to reject this energy, but thank you so much for the opportunity to have that elevated because of it. Thank you for that. Next. Next. I don't know. Several of you want this person back. You want him or her, or whomever. You want this person fixed. And this is not somebody, I think, that's going to take a one and done kind of. This is going to be a while. Before this person steps into the right persona. I think you're talking about a whole lifetime of this kind of behavior, where they got away with it, and you're the first one to put significant boundaries on it, which started this process of waking up. Anything else for Virgo? Oh, that one wanted to come out. Yeah, it's the Hermit. I'm going to end there, because that's exactly what's coming up for this person, and so they can quit the third parties and the nonsense, etc. That's the awakening. If they could say anything, no, I don't want to do that. I want this one. If they could say anything to Virgo, their person could say something to Virgo, what would they say? What would be the message that their person would say? I look for you everywhere, especially if you are at a distance and somebody works like hits the airport often, or they travel. I feel like they see you, like the back of you may look like somebody else, and they actually, oh, they're that person. I feel like they look for you everywhere. If this is not somebody at a distance, you actually think you see them like at the grocery store or out at a bar. I think they're like looking for you, and they might even adjust their night or where they're going because they're thinking you're going to be there. So they are specifically looking for you. Tell me more. I hope you can forgive me one day. So that's part of it. And it's a whole list of things you may not even know about. But guess what's happening? It's going to come to truth. I couldn't let you get so close to me. That's it. This one wants to come out. I am not available. That's the energy I have. And it's not necessarily, they could be in a relationship, but I feel like they're not ready for, and they're an avoidant. This is an avoidant person. And they're pulling their energy away. They're being very conservative. It's 4 of Pentacles all over this because they're just not able to give what you give at the level you're able to give. Okay. Last 2 cards. You and I were too young, and I feel like this is maybe not young as an age. Maybe it is. Maybe it's somebody you know from your childhood. Maybe that's it. And if especially I get like a marriage or a long-term in and out relationship since childhood, or you hooked up with somebody that you met from your childhood and you remember from the block, that might be this energy, or knew the family. But this also is young as in immature. So I knew we were both too immature. So I feel like this relationship started when it met both of your criteria. Neither of you were looking for something serious. Neither of you were looking to fall in love. That's the energy, is too young. The last one is I feel you leaving me behind. Like that's the energy. I'm gonna stop there because that is so spot on. Yeah, my life is not as together as it seems. Very true. This person hides behind their net worth. They like their net worth. That somehow gives them a sense of security, how much money they have in the bank. They feel like they can manipulate others and be big shot and buy, everybody around at the place, or pay golf or whatever. The energy that I'm getting off this is a facade. It's a mask, right? They don't deserve the ego they are wearing. Lastly is your elevation spiritually, emotionally, mentally, whatever you're doing, your distance between the two of you is creating such a barrier, and they're feeling like they can't catch up. Like this might be a year or two. Like I feel maybe coming up on a year, maybe 8 months or 9, 6 for several of you. So there's a gap. I don't feel like you are talking, and if you are, you're doing it very sporadically because you have to. If there's a kid involved or children involved, or you work together, you know what I mean? Like this is that kind of energy. It's but it's this person's hurting a lot in the background, but this is their awakening. This is what they're going through to wake them up. And just remember how you got here. People find tarot because of the pain. Usually they can't find peace. So they reach out, and then all of a sudden they have an awakening. So this is your reading, Virgo. If you feel like you like this channel and would like to subscribe, hit that notification button and hit the subscription button. It would sure help me grow. And double check your notification anyways, because I'm hearing a lot from some viewers that they aren't getting notified anymore. And so they checked, and their notification button was turned off. So you might want to check that. Just make sure that you're getting notifications when I do post and upload. Until next time, y'all, light and love. Take care.